Aloha everyone. Today I'm making a video to talk about crystals. I know crystals is everyone's favorite, right? When we get on a spiritual path, one of the first things we all navigate towards is crystals. And so I always get a lot of questions from my clients about crystals, how I utilize them and such. So I just wanted to make a video today to talk about that and give you guys my advice, my opinion, and my personal guidance when it comes to crystals. Okay, so first I want to talk about how I use crystals. For me, crystals are conduits to amplify energy. I always encourage people, do not just think that you're going to get a citrine crystal and money is just going to appear in your life. But what you can do is get a citrine crystal and seek new job opportunities. Say affirmations, money affirmations with that citrine crystal. The crystals are there to amplify the energy that you are already being proactive towards and taking part in. And I think it's really important to keep that in mind. Now, some people work with crystals in the way that I work with tarot and speaking to spirit. When it comes to people like that, it's going to be different because they utilize crystals in order to heal people and gain spiritual information. That is their main tool. Now, please keep in mind that a crystal is a tool, just as tarot is a tool. For example, I do not need tarot to read people. It is a tool to help me to navigate the reading that I am doing. And that can go into other things that maybe I'll speak on one day, okay? But for me, crystals uplift my energy. They amplify what I'm trying to do. So for example, if I know my energy needs to be grounded, I'm going to take a tiger's eye crystal and go outside and sit in the grass and hold that crystal with me. But I'm not just going to take the tiger's eye crystal and carry it around with me and think the crystal is just going to magically boom heal me. No, it is an amplifying, it is a tool. It is almost like, maybe a crutch to get you to where you want to be. Okay, so when it comes to crystals as well, they absorb energy. So say for example, you have a black obsidian necklace. That obsidian necklace is going to absorb the negative energy that is coming your way, or the energy that you want out of your life. That crystal is going to absorb that. And so you can relate that to all of the other protection crystals or cleansing crystals as well. If you are using a crystal to cleanse your energetic field, know that whatever is not meant to be there is going into the crystal, and then I like to say being transmuted to the creator. So the crystal is a conduit for the creator to take the energy that we no longer need. Now, there's many different ways that we can do that, right? We can pray for that. We can take a cleansing spiritual bath. Crystals are not the end all be all. And I think that I really want to make that clear, because I think that a lot of times people tend to get into that way of thinking. Again, crystals add to what it is we are already doing. Okay, so next I want to talk about some of my favorite crystals and the crystals that I usually recommend to people. So you already saw my baby Cosmo. So for me, this is a black obsidian crystal ball. Black obsidian is best for psychic protection and subconscious protection. It is a protection crystal, but be sure to keep in mind that this is on a psychic, metaphysical level. Black tourmaline is more so going to be on a the lower octaves, the earthly realm kind of level, the physical protection, the mundane traditional protection. Like you want to wear black tourmaline in your car. You want to put a piece of black tourmaline, on your motorcycle or something like that. Black obsidian is going to protect you when you are trying to astral travel, connect with spirit, or if you feel like you're being energetically attacked. That's what black obsidian is for. Now, for me, when it comes to Cosmo, I use Cosmo a lot for divination work and for ritual work. So Cosmo for me goes to a different level, and yes, he has a name. I have other black obsidian that doesn't have a name, but Cosmo I am very, very connected to, and it's very important for me when it comes to my craft, what I do. And you can see Stacy over there, and she is a clear quartz crystal ball. And she is another one that is very important for my work. But black obsidian, psychic protection. But keep in mind that, you know, when I'm carrying a black obsidian, I'm also at the same time going to be praying to the creator to protect me as well. Okay, so then my other favorites, I have selenite. I am obsessed with selenite. This selenite is so important for me. These are the crystals that I'm going to be showing you guys that are most impactful on my energy. I use selenite, and I have this selenite wand to cleanse my auric field, my energetic space, to cleanse the energy fields within my body or my chakras, whatever you want to call it. And I use this to cleanse my altar space, to cleanse my tarot, my oracles, and to cleanse my other crystals. Okay, so selenite connects to the higher octaves or the higher consciousnesses, you know what I mean, within our universe. This is going to go directly to the higher levels, and that's why selenite does not need to be cleansed itself. And also never put selenite in water, so I always recommend selenite, especially to people on a spiritual path, to just cleanse our aura and, you know, do some of this, wave it around our space. Selenite really, really works for me, especially since I am a psychic who is connecting to all these different forms of consciousness and dimensions. Selenite really, really helps me, cleanses me, and protects me. Okay, so then I have clear quartz. So I'm very extreme. I like either the black crystals or the clear crystals because, you know, protection and cleansing, and that's really what I'm all about. And I am obsessed with this clear quartz. This clear quartz really called to me, which I do think is a thing. I do believe crystals can call to you. And this really makes me feel good. I can really feel this crystal absorbing my energy. Clear quartz is a crystal that needs to be cleansed because it will take in so much of your energy. Same with black obsidian, black tourmaline, smoky quartz. These are crystals that are going to take in the energy that is not good for you and transmute it to the higher levels. So you do want to cleanse them frequently. I carry this crystal in my bag. I sleep with it. I meditate with it. I'll put it on my chest. And for me, this crystal goes beyond just cleansing my energy. And I like to say clear quartz is a crystal where if something is negative is sent your way, it's going to bounce right off of this crystal's energy and return to sender. So I love clear quartz because this is really good for people who are overthinkers, who have anxiety or have fearful thoughts, because they will cleanse your headspace as well. Okay, so now I want to talk about For me personally, I, at this point in my life, prefer to wear crystals. Many of the crystals that you see on my altars, I got either a really long time ago or have been gifted to me. I honestly don't really purchase like crystals like this anymore. I am more so try to wear my crystals. My rings are all crystals. My bracelets are usually crystals. And the reason for that is because I like to have my crystals on me. So on my altar, I have this. And this has all of my crystal rings and crystal bracelets. Okay, so tiger's eye I have been wearing a lot because I've been very busy. I've been doing a lot of readings and I need help grounding my energy. So I will wear tiger's eye to help keep me level-headed and help me to pull my energy down. Keyword help. Okay, so again, I don't just rely on the crystal. So I have those, and then I also have like this labradorite and larimar pendants, which these stones always uplift my energy. They honestly make me happy. They make me happy to wear them. And that's why I wear them, especially larimar. Labradorite is a stone of healers, of mystics. It connects to the elemental kingdom and things like that. Okay, and so then I have this adrene, which I use for protection. So adrene is another protection stone, really hits on all levels. I really, really love this. A lot of people don't know about adrene. A lot of people wear black obsidian, black tourmaline, which is great, which is fine. But go check out adrene. I think it's so beautiful. And when I feel like something sketchy is going on, I always put this adrene on. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I want to talk about, first of all, crystals are not for everyone. Some people will feel called to crystals, some people won't. You don't need to like crystals, okay? And I had a friend who recently said to me, she feels like people treat crystals like they treat seashells. They collect them, put them somewhere on their counter, on their dresser, and then they just forget about them. And I think that that is a major issue that people do not pay attention to in our society. I don't know if you guys have ever seen videos of how they, excavate, whatever. They take out the rose quartz or like clear quartz, and it's like these big, like lots of these piles of like pieces this big, smaller or bigger. And I do unfortunately think that the new age movement has made crystals too popular, has made sage too popular, to the point where we are on the verge of harming our earth. Because when I see those videos, it doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't give me good energy. That is why I prefer to wear crystals now, because I know that I'm utilizing them. I know that I'm respecting them and honoring them for what they are. And I think that that is very important. So I would encourage you guys to not just go buy crystals just because you want crystals, but buy the crystals that you feel you actually need. If you feel you need a crystal to open up your psychic energy, and you feel really called to do that, go and get it. If you're in a crystal shop and a crystal really calls to you, go and get it. But only do it if that happens. And I think that that's something that we need to wake up to, because I do think, again, that it has become too popular and too accessible. Some people, I don't think are really meant to have crystals because maybe they don't feel called to it. And that is okay. But again, the new age movement, I think, has made everyone think that crystals are for them. Like for me, I love my crystals. I love my jewelry for the most part. I love these crystals. But over the last year, I have given away crystals, and I have given my crystals back to Mother Earth because I don't utilize them as much as, maybe people think, because I speak to spirit, it's that I'm not more so in the line of work of crystal energetic healing, if that makes sense. Okay, so I just wanted to, put that out there. And again, I encourage you guys to buy crystal jewelry because you can actually keep it on your body. Like, I love doing that. I have my moonstone, I have my kyanite, I have my Larimar here. And depending on how I feel during that day is how I will pick which crystals I wear or which jewelry that I wear. And I think that that is really the best way to go about it. I have an interesting story. So I had this tanzanite ring, right? So tanzanite is a psychic stone. It's supposed to, help you with your psychic abilities. I was doing my monthly zodiac tarot, and I literally felt like I was getting sick. Like, I don't know where I would just get, really nauseous and lightheaded. And then I stopped recording and it would kind of go away. So I knew it was every time I tapped into my psychic ability that I started to feel that way. Then as I'm recording the video, I hear clink on the ground. I look down, the tanzanite, it was a raw tanzanite, and it popped out of the ring. And I realized I'm not supposed to wear tanzanite. So if you are someone who is a born psychic or someone who's extremely intuitive, you do not need psychic stones, okay? They actually might affect you negatively, like in the way the tanzanite affected me. If you're a psychic, you need grounding stones. You need cleansing protective stones. If you are someone who is overly rational, overly traditional, then you would need the psychic stones. If you're someone who feels stuck along their psychic path, then you need the psychic stones. In the beginning of my psychic path, the beginning of when I really stepped into my spiritual journey, lapis lazuli was my go-to, and I still love lapis because it is a cooling energy. It cools my abilities down. It brings them back into my body. And that is something that really helped me to awaken along my journey and hone in on my abilities. Okay, I want you guys to understand that intention is everything. What you intend to do with that crystal will dictate how that crystal operates on you, okay? How it affects you. I have some crystals I feel like don't affect me at all. Maybe it's my mindset, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just that I don't need the crystal. But when you intend something into that crystal, That is what really, really activates it. One time I had an opalite crystal, which apparently isn't even a crystal, it's heated glass, and I still have it. I should have grabbed it. It's on my altar, but I cleansed the shit out of my throat chakra to the point where it felt empty. It was crazy. And I have healed myself with headaches. And one time I was telling someone that, and they're like, that's weird because that's not even a crystal, that's heated glass. And what came to my mind was, it was my intention. My intention was to clear this chakra, and that's what happened. My intention was to clear my headache, and that's what happened. So you have to keep in mind that what you infuse into that crystal is really going to dictate how that crystal works on you. Okay, so they can improve your auric field, like I was explaining, elevate your energy, cleanse your auric field, help to elevate your consciousness. And they are record keepers, okay? So when I carry this crystal around, there's a lot of stuff this crystal knows. And I know that there are specific record keeper crystals, but I want to make a distinction. A record keeper crystal is a crystal that I'm pretty sure has something to do with the amount of faces it has at the top right here. I might be wrong on that, but that is how they can tell if it's a record keeper crystal or not. That when it comes out of the earth as a record keeper crystal, it's saying that it's holding earthly wisdom, information and wisdom from our ancestors or whatever. But keep in mind that crystals themselves will hold information. You can infuse crystals with specific information. When you carry a crystal around, it's going to record your thoughts, your feelings, what you need, what you don't need, what you tell it to do, what you tell it not to do, what the crystal itself picks up on from you. And that's another reason why you might want to cleanse them. And that is how we become very attached to these crystals as well. So how to figure out, and I want to end this on how to figure out what crystals are best for you. So kind of like what I was saying, if you are someone that is overly empathetic, then you are going to want to get a grounding stone. If you are someone who struggles within their sexuality or needs sexual healing, then you're going to want to get carnelian or red garnet. So here's carnelian right here. Do you see all my bracelets? So here's carnelian right here. This is really great for if you want uprise of passionate experiences, if you want to explore your sexuality more. Think about what you need, okay? Not what you are. Because I think that that is something that a lot of us mistake. For example, I am a psychic. So I would think I would want the psychic stones, right? Wrong. The psychic stone is going to put me in overdrive and make me sick. I need something that's going to pull my energy down. So think about that. Are you someone who's anxious? Then you might need a clear quartz, a black obsidian, a smoky quartz. Are you someone who is overly sexual or overly passionate, overly fiery? Then maybe you need a Larimar that comes from the ocean. Maybe you need something like a kyanite or an azurite, a blue colored stone to cool you down. Okay, ask yourself, what kind of energy do you need around you? And then connect that with what crystal works best for you. Okay, so I'm going to leave that at that for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. And maybe I'll do another video on crystals. This went by so quick. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. What's your thoughts? Comment them below. And I hope you all have a beautiful day.